It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Dolphins and the Cowboys. Next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
Entering play call screen. Kickoff keep middle. Kickoff keep left.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 14 carries, 64 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletions. They're going for more.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott yet again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
On plan, there are 9 categories. Formation, I form, close, dodgy threat, stutter goes.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Look at this Cowboy defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
On play action, here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
Across. Under corner post.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. Tyreek Hill from last week. There are the numbers. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found its way into the end zone.
I do think it'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
2nd and 5. Here's Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Entering play
this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to 17. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Flood. There are 10 categories.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Entering play call.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
There are 9 categories. Play type. There are 9 categories. Concept. There are medium pass. Quick pass. Medium pass. Choice. Dolphin. D-spot.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Tua on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. To the sideline and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down, Pollard again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just drove from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here is third down and 4. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well. We can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Entering play call.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Entering
a solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
Prescott now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Entering play
Brandon
call, coach
Cooks,
suggestions.
his
There are
5th
7
touchdown
categories.
now on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
You had 6 options.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Micah Parsons in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that ball, knocking that pass away?
Jonathan Taylor, Jalen Tutaka, Alec Ingold, Cedric Wills, Eric Sauber, Tyreek Hill. Jets weak. Covered corner post.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Hankins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd
and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and he'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season.
There are 7
we'll step
categories.
aside.
Entering friend, college, quick coaching. Pop-up medical center is selected. Entering, player name C. Williams, player name R. Davis. Cowboys selected, player name J. Ferguson, player name C. Edoga. Position LG. Injury type back spasms. Injury length will return soon. Injury length out for season. Injury type Achilles tear. Position T. Player name J. Ferguson. Player name D. Overshawn. Position MLG. Injury type complete ACL tear. Injury length placed on error. Injury length will return soon. Entering French. Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Entering. Quick. Resume. Instant. Call to map. Challenge. Super. Stat. Coaching. Pop-up. Medical center is selected. Entering. Player name C. Williams. Player name R. Davis. Player name C. Wilkins. Player name T. Armstead. Player name I. Win. Player name B. Chubb. Position lobe. Injury type hip. Injury type abdominal tear. Injury length 2 weeks. Injury length TBD. Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
2nd and goal from the 1. Prescott off play action. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Entering play call.
Big
Coach
play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
7 categories.
Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now,
Entering
don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left leg is selected.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football
Jonathan Taylor.
as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
There are 9 cat formation. I form. Strong. I form. Close. Haji, stutter goes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Play action, deep pass, flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14 options. Experts cross is selected. Drive flood.
Second down and 6 now. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Entering play call, drive flood.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Entering
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Inside, power, 26 to AHP base.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
AHP base.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's an
entering op instant call challenge stats coaching pop medical center is selected. Entering player name B Chubb, player name Mike Win, player name T Armstead, player name C Wilkins, player name C Williams, player name R Davis, player name B Chubb, position lobe, injury type dislocated hip, injury length TBD, injury length 2 weeks. Cowboys select injury length out for season, injury length TBD, injury type hand, position CB, player name J Lewis. Entering franchise screen, you have 8 options. Coaching is selected.
Again, it's Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Pass. Medium, deep pass. Flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14
that loss
options.
of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action, now it's Tua. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On plan, there are 9. Player, there are 9. Cap. Formation, there are 9. Concept, medium pass, quick pass, medium pass, short, Dolphins spot, southeast corner.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff, kick left is selected.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. And he's closing in on that number. They're all running back circle. Beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Entering play call.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Player, there are Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Watt, spacing switch, across, spacing switch.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Entering play call.
That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Drive flood. Papel on sale.
This a 2nd and 8. Hill going to go in motion right. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there. First down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Gun plan, there are 9. Player, there are 9. Formation, there. Concept, screen pass, play action, keep pass. Flood, there are 10 categories. You have
the offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about, Dustin, all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw is Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff kick left is selected.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
Call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now a 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14
and the
options.
Dolphins now with a
First
1st and 10
selected.
at their own 16. Going to the air. Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14 options. Kayaks first process selected.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Entering play
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Entering play call. Flood. Drive flood. Concept. Formation. I form. Strong. I form. Close. Hot. Stutter goes.
44.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. First and 10, Taylor now. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to the former Cowboy. It's Cedric Wilson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Entering play call. Choice. There are 13 concept. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Kick pass. Flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14 options. Kayak burst cross is selected.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott to throw it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Vaughn, they'll try the left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
There are 7 categories.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Entering play call, clock management. There are 2 categories. You have 5 options. Spike ball is selected.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jamal Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon in charge.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Option. Quick pass. Stick third spacing switch.
3rd and 4. Now Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Tua now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
AHB stretch.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, come on, two.
A give for Taylor running right side. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. When you've got a runner who gets you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Concept, there are 9 option, run. Inside zone, power. 20s, AHB base.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Play action. Now it's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Medium, quick pass, run. Inside 24 zone, AHB zone WK.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, Taylor. And the all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
There are player. There are Jonathan Tyreek Hill. Tyreek, Jets, Hubbard corner post.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Go ahead.
3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Pass, median, quick pass, option, run. Inside, 24 zone O, AHP zone WK.
Ready.
Taylor. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
Power. 26 AHP base.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense.
Entering
Hopefully he's okay.
Power. There are 9. Entering. Op. Quit. Resume. Instant. Call. Challenge. Super. Stats. Coaching. Pop-up. Medical center is selected. Entering. Injury report screen. Player name T. Armstead. Player name J. Taylor. Position HG. Injury type foot sprain. Injury length 2 quarters. Entering
to see an
play
injury,
call,
especially this
power,
close to the end of the regular season. We'll step
zone,
aside.
24 zone, AHP zone WK.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
A-Chain will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Add event is selected.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off with a touchdown run from Devon A-Chain.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options. Kickoff, kick life is selected.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that went to the right side and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Looking downfield for Pollard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. To throw is Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. 105 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
first down. Prescott. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 10. Now Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping to somehow then get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
AHP inside zone. Concept, there are 9. Formation, there are player, there Eric Sauber, Cedric Wilson, Alec Ingold, Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Waddle, Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek Hill, Tyreek Puck Cross.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, here's Tua. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
Categories.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left leg is selected.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Jonathan Taylor, AHP smash.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Early down stuff to put this offense in.
Entering option. Resume. Instant recall. Shall. Super. Stats. Coaching. Pop-up. Medical center is selected. Entering. Player name T. Armstead. Player name J. Taylor. Position HG. Injury type foot sprain. Injury length 2 quarters. Entering option. Quit. Resume. Instant call. Soup. Coaching. Pop-up. Medical set. Depth chart is selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. Player name Tagovailoa. AHP selected. Player name J. Taylor. Player name Heakin. Entering franchise.
We know that securing the point of attack,
options.
especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Concept, there are 9 categories. Screen pass, play action pass, keep pass. Flood, there are 10 categories. You have 14
they work
options.
now on 2nd and 9.
First cross is selected.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Option, run. Inside zone, there are power. 20 HP base.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Entering play call, flood, there are 10 category, drive flood.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami.
Drive flood.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Flood, drive flood. Concept, there, medium, quick pass, opt, run. Inside, HP zone WK.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give up the middle to H.A. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive drive, winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Power. 26 HP base.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Entering play
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Concept, screen pass, play action, keep pass, medium, quick pass, option, run. Inside zone, there, 20, HP zone WK.
The Dolphins on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. H.A. now up the middle. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Entering play call, kick FG roll, field goal 47-yard, gun plan, error, player, error 9, formation, cons, screen path, play action, keep path, medium path, quick path, option, run. Inside zone, 24, AHD zone WK.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it. H.A. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Entering play call, concept. There are 9 categories. There are 9 subcategories. Option is set to inside zone 39 plays. You have 7 options. Run is selected. Option.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Enter 24 zone open. Concept. Option. Run. Inside 24 zone open. AHB zone WK.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
On the handoff, it's H.A. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Choice. East spot. Southeast corner.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Micah Parsons getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coach suggestions.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense. Right into the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Dancing away at the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Medium passes selected. Quick pass. Auction. Run. Inside zone. Power. 20. AHP base.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
You have 14
so the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Switch. Play action pass. Keep pass. Flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14 options. Pax burst cross is selected.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
24's AHB zone WK.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A-Chain here, they stay on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, it leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the stakes were. They got the stop before it.
Eric Sauber, Cedric Wilson, J.R., Alec Ingold, Devin, Tutago, Jalen Watt, Tyreek Hill, Jets, Pogba corner post.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 10.
Here go 47.
Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Entering play ball.
To me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox as tight end.
Entering play
and it's
call.
third down.
Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field.
Entering
but he did a really
call.
nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the red zone now, Prescott.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes down to the heading of until they stop it, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Prescott yet again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This for a 4th quarter lead. Boswell's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Tua and the Dolphins down 29-28. A little under 2.5 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up first and 10.
There are 9. Formation. Concept. Screen pass. Play action. Kick pass. Flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14 options. X burst cross is selected.
Go ahead.
On play action, here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Play call.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Throwing Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Tua. He dumps it off to H.A.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Slot seam. 4 verticals. On plan, there are 9. Player, there are 9. Formation, there are. Concept, medium, quick pass, option, run, screen pass, play action pass, kick pass, flood, there are. Drive flood, papel on sale.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Entering play call. Tagger. Verticals under. Slot seam. On plan, there are 9 player, there are 9. Formation, there are 9 Concept, there. Medium pass, keep, medium pass. Short, southeast corner.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Tua. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Entering play call. Choice. There. Dolphins option. Concept. There are. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action pass. Kick pass. Flood. There are 10 categories. You have 14
Just
options.
the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taking a fourth-quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories with predictions. HP base is selected. Spacing. AHP base. On plan. Error. Player. Error 9. Formate. Con. Medium pass. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Keep pass. Flood. Error 10 categories.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Entering plate. Stick switch. AHP base. On plan. Error. Player. Error 9. Formation. Error 9. Player. Error. Eric Sauber. Cedric. Alec. Devin Ukin. Tutago Velo. Jalen Waddle. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek. Jets. Pogba corner post.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Tua. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Entering play call. Special teams. We have 6 options. Kickoff. Keep left is selected.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now it's the Cowboys' turn, trailing by a touchdown. A little over a minute to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
There are 7 categories.
Now Dak. Pass complete to Alec Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time down on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they're stopping with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Kick, punch, shovel. Person, 2 RB bar 0 T bar 3 WR. Play type, option. Option, red option is selected.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Entering
the
play
offense
call,
knew what they were already
option,
starting to
red
walk
option is
back as
selected.
that one is accepted.
Play RPO. Option, run. Inside, AHB zone WK.
44.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. It's A-Chain on the give. There he goes, left side. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a camper on this game. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied. You're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Kickoff keep left is selected.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Dak. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, just a tremendous game throwing the football. Over 400 yards passing, 3 touchdown passes included in that total. And he really just dissected this defense from the opening kickoff to the final gun.
So for Miami, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.